Sorry.
Should Typhon be here?
He can be.
Oh,
Here. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Well,
he's
as long as there's no
with us.
train sounds.
No.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we can start.
Where do we want to start? Where do we want to start?
Probably from like the top of the list. So
Yeah, I think
Oricorio
we
one.
go one by one. I think we
Yeah,
go
okay.
one go.
Okay, so we start with Oricorio Fire.
Yeah. Wait. Let's leave Oricorio Senso to the end, so we start with Oricorio and end with Oricorio.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
The Oricorio sandwich that this meta will devolve into.
True. The double Oricorio
The true
team.
Oricorio sandwich.
Yeah, Oricorio Fire looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
Quiver Dance, obviously, its problem is like opposing Oricorio and Oricorio Sensu. Also, any rock moves, stealth rocks, preventing it from running an actual item.
Yeah, but on the flip side, fire types are kinda useful this meta. Like, there are some valuable fire resists, like Swamperts in particular, and Samurott, for example, Tatsugiri. But it's nice to be a special attacker that is not hard walled by Regice. But that's basically all that fire hits, but it's valuable enough to give it a niche above Oricorio S.
Yeah, also resisting Rabombs and Moonblast. Galar and Weezing Strange Steam, Play Rough, Wigglytuff Assassin Gleam, or Alluring Voice. I think it has Alluring Voice. Hopefully it does. But yeah, it looks pretty decent.
I have to agree. Yeah.
I would say it's around like a B tier mon, maybe A.
Yeah, the great problem Oricorio has is the fact that Oricorio Sensu is just kinda better, since you don't really want to run both on the team because they do the same thing.
And Duffle's gonna go crazy with Dancer.
Yeah, Dancer's interaction is going to be a lot with 4 Quiver Dance Mons and 2 Oricorios.
Very silly meta for our 2 double players out there.
Yep.
True.
Alright. Yeah, next up is Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff is an interesting one. I went into this thinking it would be trash, but Wigglytuff actually has a decent niche as a wish passer.
I was gonna say that's the only thing that I can really see of Wigglytuff, or at least have heard. That
yeah, it's kind of nice because it gets Heal Bell, and it has that massive HP stat, and is a fairy type, which is a nice typing to have in any situation.
Yeah, with 3 dragons.
Yeah, you are immune to dragon. You are actually neutral to fighting because the typing just nullifies your weakness. You resist bug, which is more important here than you might think at first glance.
You do 4 times damage to Scrafty, which I mean, fucking, he just dies.
Yeah, you also have Knockoff and Thunder Wave and Encore. You also have Calm Mind and Nasty Plot, which can help you set up a win. Rocks, Teleport.
It just has a lot of nice utility. It can even dry pass if needed, which I guess it's a niche. But why would you run it over teleport?
Yeah. But like,
I just think
its stats suck. That's the problem. Besides its HP,
its stats suck.
Yeah, compared to I think Girafarig is the other Wish Passer.
For a giraffe, it's just kinda better than Wigglytuff, but Wigglytuff has more utility than it, so it can still do it thing. And the typing is better.
Yeah, it's basically, do you want better stats or do you want a better move pool? Is really how you pick between Frigoraph and Wigglytuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we get to Frigoraph.
Yeah, for sure. I think Wigglytuff is around. I never thought I would say this, but I think Wigglytuff is actually around like the same power as Oricorio in B tier.
Yeah, I think a high B.
Yeah, it's slightly above Oricorio Fire because it is distinct enough from its competition where you actually have a reason to run it on a team.
Yep, a lot of moves.
So
Yeah, we have
now
on
go
Pion.
to Pion. Pion has Take Heart. Zungo likes it. Next
It has
question.
Take Heart, Zingo likes it, it has like Scald, you can use for knockoff, that's enough. Anyway, next one. Gallade, that's an actual mon.
Yeah, Gallade.
Yeah, that's an actual mon. That's a really scary one.
Yeah, it does a fuck ton of damage, especially into a lot of mons in this meta. It has a pretty diverse move pool as well. Like, you can run a lot of shit on this fucking thing. Like, you don't even need to, like, just run, like, you don't have just psychic and fighting type moves. You have water, you have fairy, you have grass, you have fire, you have ice, dark, like, you have access to a lot of things. You have fucking
this mod is super versatile. I'm looking, it has a lot of offensive options. Bulk up, sword stance, scarf, choice
also
band.
quite cool. Like, it has a good special defense. Its speed is actually not bad for 35 poke standards, and its attack is really high when boosted with sharpness, so it can just deal a lot of damage.
I'm interested in its I'm interested in its status move pool. It has a really good status move pool with agility,
honestly,
bulk up, Destiny Bond, Encore, Memento, Screen.
It also has Rain Dance and Teleport.
True. Teleport, Willow, Trick Room, Wish, Thunder Wave. Has a lot of options.
Yeah, you can either run it
defensively. Yeah, it's just a really versatile mon.
Yeah.
That can work as even a bulky special wall. Like, most people wouldn't look at it and say, "Oh, a bulky special wall." But it actually works nicely on that niche, just because of its insane status move pool.
It's like the lax of this meta, except it has a lot better offensive presence. Where Lax last meta was like, he was a pretty good special wall, like probably the best, but like it's like you have a decent move pool to deal with, but with Gallade you have a lot more offensive pressure with sharpness boosted. Really anything. I think someone did calcs for like Life Orb, and it like two-shot most mons in this tier, which is very scary. The only like saving grace against it is really that its speed tier is not the best, but it's still not bad.
Yeah, it's speed ties with Mesprit, but also Lax had like an HP stat. Like Gallade's 68 HP is not that good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easier to take down, but it doesn't mean it's easy to take down.
Yeah, it traded off the HP Lax had for the better offensive presence, which is fair. But you
I can see a lot of sets. Also has ice coverage, dark, has so much coverage, so much status moves. It can be a lead, it can be a sweeper, scarfer, band, agility, weakness policy.
Basically,
another thing that really works for Gallade is the fact that this meta is really slow in comparison to other metas. Obviously, you have your fast ones, you have your Ninjasks, your like Rotom fan that outspeeds it, your Leafeons and etc. But the meta is overall quite slow, so Gallade can shine even without the web support. Yeah, I feel like you don't really need it with with that 80 base speed, because you can just outspeed most threats on the meta, and ones that you can't, you wouldn't beat anyways.
Yeah, it has knockoff too, so it can also spread utility.
It's
mod with big damage.
Like we've said like 5 times, it is a very versatile mod that can do a lot of things that you want it to do.
Yeah. I'd say it's like a high A, maybe S.
Yeah.
Man, it's an S tier for me.
Yeah, I feel like we need to like see how the meta develops, but I definitely agree with the very high ranking of either top of A or S tier, definitely.
I think it's S tier just because of how good versatility is in 35 pokes. With the small pool of Pokemons we have here, it's really needed to fill as many roles as you can to have the better chance at competing on high play, and Gallade can fill all of them really well. So I believe it's an S tier mon, and I think that's it. We can move
Yeah.
to the next one.
Ninjas.
Ninjask, yeah. Ooh, the funny speed boost mon.
It has
Oh.
obviously. I always have a niche because it's the fastest Pokemon like almost ever,
Yeah.
besides like legendaries.
Also, I believe it has one of the highest usage stats on the tier.
Is it
Surprising. Yeah, it,
I mean, it's to be expected. It's really fast. It hits pretty hard with its stabs. I don't know about its coverage moves, but
It has
I've
only
definitely
like
seen
I'm seeing Dark. I'm only seeing Dark. It's only Night Slash.
yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
it
it's
does.
like
It has some.
only Night
Oh,
Slash.
never mind. It's 14 in usage. It's
But
just
there's-
still on 20% of teams, which is interesting.
There's only one Steel type, and that Steel type kind of sucks.
Doug,
So Ninjas does have a kind of niche.
Yeah, Alolan Doug Trio.
Yeah. It also is probably our best revenge killer since it has really nice moves into the most the strongest offensive threats. For example, it has Flying Stab versus Gallade and Primeape, which is really nice to have, and also has Leech Life for Mesprit.
Yeah,
for
you'll-
Scrafty.
It's probably just gonna be like Sword Stance, Acrobatics, Flying Gem with Leech Life and another move. Maybe like a choice. If you really get rocks off, you can have a choice band U-turn set.
If you really want to do the funny speed boost, which you really don't need, but you could have the protect.
They can protect the last slot, which you probably don't need.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's not a lot. The big ninjas, unlike Gallade, has no
I was
options.
gonna
You
say,
will probably run Night Slash just to hit Oricorio Sensu.
You might run
to be
Facade. Facade might be better.
but to hit the sensor.
Maybe. Yeah, to hit the Sensu.
It's a
Just
ghost
because you
type.
are the.
Acrobatics
Yeah,
definitely KOs
that-
it.
and you- maybe. Maybe it does, but Sensu is kind of scary to just let it run with the game.
You can run Thief.
So yeah, I guess that makes
Like
sense.
if like a last desperation kind of move, you're never gonna KO, steal someone's item maybe. But you also have like better moves like for that, like Screech.
I definitely think
Do
it's a pretty good, not hard counter, but it is definitely very good against Gallade. And, you know, we know how good Gallade is with how versatile that mon is. And it
Yeah.
has, like, no defensive bulk, like, physical, so, like, acrobatics will definitely, like, bop the shit out of a Gallade, so.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think Ninjask is just our best revenge killer at the
I think
moment.
it has the highest speed tier in the entire meta so far.
Yeah, it has the highest speed tier in the meta too, which is quite nice. So you can actually revenge kill shit without using priority moves, which is big.
Very big.
Or Ditto.
Or Ditto, yeah. I guess.
Yeah,
Scarf
or
Ditto is
Ditto,
also
obviously.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ditto is just not the best revenge killer because of Protect Oricorio. But
Yeah, but Ninjas I
Beautiful.
think will be like a good B tier mon. Solid B tier.
yeah, I agree. The revenge killing is nice, but you can just make that all your niche.
It is.
Except if you're Ditto.
Yeah, it is like the fast Pokemon of this tier, of like this current meta. And also, it has like no move pool, like at all. There's like nothing.
Yeah.
You get Bug, you get Flying, and then you have Dark, and like that's it.
Yep. Next up is Samurott.
I love
Samurott is a real interesting mon. It can go. I think the best set you can run with Samurott is the AV set.
Yep.
Because it really helps against the various special attackers in the tier, except for Lilligant, which sucks. But we will get to that later. And Samurott has some special bulk and can particularly take down well Magmortar and Oricorio Sensu, for example. With it always runs physical moves. I feel like Sacred Sword to hit.
Like, you could run special attack, but I think most of its like actually decent moves are physical, so.
Yeah, you can run also a special variant. It's movable.
can.
It's movable on the special side is not that bad, but I feel like you just prefer physical moves on this meta in particular.
It's not as diverse. I just looked. There's like only ice and water type special moves it gets.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also a great answer into Regice because it takes basically nothing and can
except
just take.
Thunderbolt. Regice
Yeah.
has Thunderbolt.
But even then, if the Regice hasn't started setup yet, I think Samurott can quickly
Wait,
beat
what
it.
setup? Set up
Calm
is
mind,
Regice
calm
up?
mind.
It doesn't.
I think
What do you mean it has
it
calm?
doesn't get.
What do you mean
It
the
doesn't
Regice has
get-
calm
wait,
mind?
It doesn't get calm mind.
It doesn't get any special setup moves.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb.
Mm.
Never mind.
You could run Iron Tail for the Regice, I guess.
You read Sacred
Nah,
Sword.
you just run
Oh
the
yeah, that's
Sacred
right.
Sword.
Sacred Sword. I'm
I think
stupid.
you just beat Regice then.
Yeah, it can also beat sometimes Oricorio Sensu. It's nice versus like Palossand. It's good versus. It can flip turn out of Galar and Weezing without much trouble. Mesprit also handles that.
Also, if it really hates Weezing, it can just run Smart Strike and start hitting it.
This
Although I
is true.
don't know if that's the best idea.
It probably isn't.
Yeah,
I'm
it probably
almost
isn't.
certain that you do enough damage with like liquidation,
Liquidation.
or waterfall
Yeah.
to like, you know, already.
Also, it
not really have
has
to
some
deal with
nice
it.
coverage in like Leaf Blade, and it obviously gets stabs in Liquidation, and Aqua Jet gets obviously ice coverage.
It doesn't have
but
Leaf Blade.
still-
Yeah.
It doesn't get. Man, I'm messing up a lot on the
pretty sure
several.
It has
Yeah.
Grass Knot. It has Grass Knot
Yeah.
for Swampert.
Oh, that makes sense.
It has.
Man, I'm dumb. Holy shit. I thought
Yeah,
it gets Sacred Sword, right?
yeah, it does get Sacred Sword.
I'll
gets
start
Pure Run,
looking at what
It
moves
gets
said.
Mega Horn. Would
Oh,
you like to
no.
run Mega Horn on it?
Well,
Yeah,
you
you
can
hit-
run Mega Horde. It gets knockoff though, so
It
you
does
Yeah.
don't really
knock off, which
need,
is
like,
nice.
liquidation.
Yeah, probably just run like you can run, you have Dragon Tail, you have Drill Run, you have Scald.
Yeah,
Well,
you can
flip
just
turn,
run a
Aqua Jet.
defensive set if you want with Dragon Tail.
On my
Yeah, I think this will also be a solid B tier mod, maybe low A.
I think it may be low A tier just because of how good it is into most of the special attackers in the meta.
I'm currently using a Samurott on my special team that I have saved up, which
Yeah, it's-
I will
it's
not
good.
disclose at the moment.
Yeah, makes sense. It's just a cool mon. I think it's low A,
It's
like
my favorite
really
water
low A.
starter, so
Makes sense.
Yeah, should we go into the next one?
yeah.
So
I think
who
we
comes
said
now?
about it.
Galvantula.
The
Galvantula.
fucking sticky webs
That's some-
on compact.
Yeah.
I think as a sticky web or Rebombi may be better.
Galvantula is a
Galvantula
killer.
is- Yeah, offensively, Galvantula is a beast. It has just enough coverage to be a menace. It has a Grass Giga Drain or Energy Ball to hit Swampert, and then it can shred most of the tier with Thunder. And
Yeah, you could do like a Bug Buzz
Buzz?
Throat Spray, say. Bug Buzz Throat Spray.
Mhm.
yeah, that's an absolute terrifying set. Obviously, you don't have that much bulk, so something bulkier that can take your hits like Flygon or Regice can probably threaten you out. But it's a very, very strong late game sweeper.
You also have
And
Volt
you-
Switch if you would like to be able to get like nice switches, especially because it is not one of the. It's actually one of the faster ones. Never mind. I was about to say something stupid.
Yeah,
It's a really fast mon in the meta. I think on Wii like Ninjask and Leafeon outspeed it maybe.
Yeah, 108 is a very, very good speed tier for this meta.
Yeah. Oh, and Rebombi. Rebombi also.
Yeah,
outspeeds
108
it.
is good.
But
Yeah.
not many options to outspeed it. You just have to force it out with a bulky mon that can take its hit and hit hard. Like I think Flygon is maybe his best answer.
Yeah, probably, but also can't switch into Bug Buzz, especially Throat Spray Bug Buzz. or specs.
Yeah, true. Eventually it's a tricky mon to switch into, and it's hard to get on the field because of its power bulk. But once it gets on the field, it can take down 1-2 mons easily before being taken down.
Yeah, it has a lot
even
of
Zip.
there's a lot of pivots. There's a lot of pivots this meta.
True. And it's one of those, one of the better ones.
Yeah, I think this will be a good A tier mon.
Yeah, I agree. So we're moving on to the next one.
Yeah, Mesprit.
So Mesprit, the
Yeah,
ban-worthy one.
Yes, the funny
Alright.
funny thing that friend does not like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mesprit has good match.
Story. We'll just get to the backstory. Mesprit is allowed after I talked for 2 hours with friends to make him reconsider the ban. So we basically bet that Mesprit would or would not be broken on the next 35 box meta that he was in.
Yeah.
That's the backstory with Mesprit.
Yeah, I think Mesprit's pretty solid here. I don't think it's like a top tier because there's a good amount of ones that can outspeed it and hit it hard, like Ninjask, Galvantula.
Ninjax, Rabombi, I think also outspeeds Nets pretty hard with Bug Buzz.
Yeah. The
Also,
80 speed tier kind of. Gallade is a speed tie.
Yeah, but it can kinda deal with it because of its special bulk being decent. It can take a hit and hit hard with knockoff, considering full health.
Also has sneak.
Yeah, also has sneak.
The Mesprit's move pool is really good. There's a lot of good sets. Like,
it is a mythical, so.
Yeah, Calm Mind.
Well, it's a legendary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Calm Mind, mystical power sets. There's electric power grade.
I think is the big thing about Mesprit.
Yeah.
I think we would not consider it ban-worthy in the slightest if it wasn't for mystical power, which is basically Torch Song but worse.
Yeah. It can work as like a bulky pivot with knockoff, Alcor, U-turn, rocks, maybe something else.
I think Mesprit is subpar on basically every requisite. Like, stats are nice. It has 105 on every stat but HP and speed that are 80. But they are nice stats, but they are not too good, to be honest. And typing is not good. Pure Psychic is a horrible typing, but it really shines on its insane move pool.
Yes.
It can do so much things. It can be an offensive sweeper, mainly on the special side. It doesn't really like running physical moves.
Yeah, especially with its.
Or it can be a bulky pivot and a support with knockoff, Thunder Wave.
I'm definitely interested in choice sets. Choice sets look really good. Choice Scarf and Specs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
true. I agree.
Mystical power always boosting their special.
Yeah, or a Specs feature site and like Scarf Healing Wish.
Also true.
U-turn.
True.
You're pretty good coverage.
What are you thinking on this one? I think
it's
like
high A, super high A.
Yeah, high A.
There's
it's
enough
not
counters
ban-worthy
to it, yeah.
But
It's enough counters for it to not be S, but it's still a super strong mon.
It's like Serp, where there was like counterplay, but it's still really fucking good, even with counterplay.
I think it's like less of Serp,
yeah.
but like because of the raw what's it called? All the knockoffs. There's a lot of knockoffs and U-turns this meta.
Dirk is a pretty common coverage type to have, so being a mono-stick, it kind of fucking shoots itself in the foot there, but...
Yeah, you need, what's it called? You need like a Cobra Berry, and even then you get U-turn and First Impressions on.
Yeah, Mesprit is a good mon that is held back by its poor typing.
Yeah. Alright, next mon then, Scrafty.
Scrafty is an interesting one because it has that really good setup move in Dragon Dance.
It has a lot of good. It looks really good.
You have Shed Skin.
This is again another super versatile fighting type. With three amazing abilities,
Yeah,
2
shed
great
skin,
setup moves.
nice. Yeah, to get rid of, like, if you are very worried about getting statused or like T-waved or something, shed skin is very nice. Moxie for if you just want that sweeper, and then intimidate for if you feel like pivoting him around to fuck up the enemy team. Like specifically against Gallade, he's probably pretty decent.
No, he's not.
Also,
He's
his
gonna
move
die to
pool
Sacred
is
Sword.
kinda
Oh
nice.
yeah, that's right. He dies a Sacred Sword. I forgot.
He
I
has
think-
a good move
yeah.
pool too.
I think
Like-
yeah, you could do like a AV Intimidate. You can do defensive Shedskin Rest. It has Encore. You have Foul Play. You can do offensive D-Dance Moxie, defensive Bulk Up Shedskin, Sword Stand, Ice Punch knockoff coverage. It looks really
It
good.
even has head smash, which I think is just funny, and it's just, like its coverage is really nice.
Got
It can
Trail
go
Blaze.
defensive, as you said, it can go defensive. and
Yeah,
just
defensive
go with
Dragon
the
has
rest.
Dragon Tail too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Tail, Drain Punch, Encore 2. It can go bulk up if for a more defensive set. Obviously, Rest for Shed Tail. Roar is a big one to stop the plethora of setup sweepers we have, and Taunt. It's also a versatile mon in the vein of Gallade, except that it's slightly worse because its typing is overall worse into the meta and it's way slower.
Rabombi moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the main setup sweeper, well, like one of the main setup sweepers, has a 4 times weakness too, which is very fun for it.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
at least you can switch into what Revelation is more Oricorio sensitive, though it doesn't matter because Hurricane.
Yeah.
But I think it'd still
That's if
be
you hit the
either A or
Hurricane.
yeah.
I think
it's
it's high B.
yeah, I think it's either high B or A.
I
I
agree.
think it's like high B. Like it's good, but it's not Galvantula good. And we put
Yeah.
Galvantula in A.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Phantom, the funny levitate flying type themselves.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
That's a really fun mon. I think Levitate is hard carrying it, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah, again, electric types look really good this meta. Especially Phantom actually being immune to Flygon's Earthquake, resisting its U-turn, hitting his Will-O-Wisp. Though it is slower than it.
Yeah, and also I think Weezing Galar just like with Levitate just does Rotom Fen's job of checking Flygon better.
Well, it's not really a Flygon check, it's more like an electric that can
Yeah,
switch in
yeah,
on
yeah,
choice
yeah.
Flygon.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
obviously, we think it's the check. Like, it has a lot of opportunities to set up a Nasty Plow or just go Scarf for Specs. Or just Boots Attacker. Or Defensive Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Foul Play. Has Screens, it has Willow.
It has some nice utility, but the offensive moveset is trash. Like it's nice this meta to have Electric Stab, but you don't really hit Swampert at all.
You Willow Swampert. Yeah, you just Willow it though.
You kinda
You
do Willow it,
and
but
then
you
can,
still
and
wait.
then you have Hex to deal with it.
Yeah, or you can Nasty
True,
Prod on the
It's
switch-in.
also true. If
It also has
you wanna
Defog
be-
now.
Yeah, if you want to be really
True, it
mean,
has
you could
Defog.
run a Willow Hex set to just be like no to any physical attacker.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
pretty good
that
mon.
makes
I think it's also like a good B.
Yeah, okay, I can see that a bit here.
Either high B or
Damn,
low A.
all the mons now are good.
Yeah.
So
Now we
far,
get to
so far.
we're getting down more because we have Greedent.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have
I saw
Greedent.
a what was it? Well, what was the I think cheek pouch, belly drum set that was very silly. You could,
Yeah,
you
but
could do that.
it wasn't probably good.
It,
like,
it
It
gets you back
feels
up to
decent.
full.
I think it's decent.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think it's
gets you-
amazing.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
amazing.
it's not
but
amazing.
It
It's
is
definitely
not
worse than
bad.
everything we talked about until now, except for
Mhm.
Pion.
I do agree.
But yeah, I think it's like around
yeah.
the C tier. It can be offensively threatening, but
Yeah.
normal type, like pure normal typing, is not great when you want to
Especially
sweep.
in this meta with Gallade and Scrafty both existing, and I think they both outspeed it, so...
Yeah, they
it's
both
stuff.
outspeed it. Grident doesn't have any speed.
And it doesn't even have that great bulk either, so...
It has a great bulk, 120, 95,
yeah,
75.
it has a
forgot
nice
the HP stat. I did not see
Yeah,
the green bar.
it has like a curse set would probably be the best, like a curse set with citrus berry, like knockoff. They have good coverage. Gyro Ball is pretty good. It have fairies and you're super slow anyway.
Yeah. Like, Grident is nice, but the typing is not great, and I don't really see it doing that well on a meta with Gallade, Scrafty, and the other fighting type we will go into later.
Yeah, namely Gallade. Gallade is and Samurott really
Yeah,
hurt with Sacred Sword.
Yeah, they both outspeed and they both...
Even
massive
more
damage.
because Sacred Sword ignores
Yeah.
Curse's defense boost, so you just ignore that anyways. And Grident is not that strong without the boost.
Yeah, but it can. Yeah, in Gallade, it can always knock off their item on switching, and I think it has Play Rough. But I don't think that's gonna be enough to save it.
It does...
I think it's
It
still
does
really
not
usable.
have Play
not
Rough.
play rough, yeah.
It does not have Play Rough.
Nope,
Actually, its moveset is quite
it is...
limited. Not like bad, but it has Gyro Ball, it has Earthquake, which is nice.
Yeah.
It has
It also has
Knockoff.
Body Press.
does
It can
have
do stuff
Yeah.
Cheeks Body Press.
Yeah, body press is a scary move on it. And both Body Slam for that para chance, which is annoying. Psychic Fence breaks screens, which is nice. Teeth Bomb to not be helpless against Swampert. Now actually will hit it back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think Grident is that good this meta, personally.
I agree. I don't think it's that amazing. It exists, like you can use it, but
Yeah, I think it's like a C tier mon.
yeah, I agree. It's not really that like imposing whenever you see it.
Our
Yeah.
next mon is Seeking.
So, waterfall flinches, right?
Yeah, I guess. It has
So-
waterfall.
It has waterfall, it
If-
can flinch.
If,
Also,
if
it has
Lavos
knockoff.
has taught us anything.
Yeah, also, if Kev versus Washed has told us anything, it's that you have to fear Seeking.
Sure.
So,
I believe
how are we? By the way,
It's C tier.
we forgot to grade
it's not-
Grident, and also
I did, we
I-
did.
Yeah,
We said
yeah, we did. We said it was
We did
C
C.
tier.
Both C.
Oh,
Both C
okay,
tier.
okay, makes sense. I forgot about that. Okay, Seeking is F tier. Next one.
So Seeking is C tier. Or D tier.
No,
at least D
Seeking is
tier.
F tier.
I think it's D tier.
Trash.
I think it's D tier.
It
The
has
only
lightning
thing
rod. It has lightning rod. It has lightning rod.
Yeah,
Look,
that's the only thing it has, and then you
it
look at
has
the meta and
something,
you
it
have
has-
three fucking
it
grass
has
types.
something. It has something.
Has something
And then
lightning
you
rod.
look at the meta and you see at least 3 grass types.
Yeah, the only thing,
Second
the only
look.
reason I think it's D tier is because it's just Samurott again, but with lightning rod.
And
Yeah.
I don't even. think
And
it's
also
as
poor
good as Samurott.
stats,
Yeah.
like the worst stats ever.
The only thing decent about it is its attack, and even then it's like not that great compared to all the other mons, especially Samurott having like 100 base attack. So
It's just Samurott. It has Samurott's move pool, but
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, it's just worse Samurott, and I don't think that has a niche.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's just the like you said, just straight down to D tier.
Yeah. Swampert. That's a pretty good mon. Swampert.
Swampert is yeah.
Yeah,
really
Swampert
good.
is one of the best mons in the format.
It's
The only
really good.
thing that it has against it is that quad weakness to grass type,
Yeah,
But
which always
it's
hurts.
only weakness.
which is its only weakness. But oh my god, Lilligant exists.
Yeah, and also everything gets fucking grass knot or
Except
fucking leaf
Gallade,
blade on this
except
meta.
Gallade.
Everything has
Yeah,
leaf.
Gallade gets
Everything. Everything has
Leaf
Grass Knot and Trailblaze.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
like
everything
Swampert
gets a
is
grass type move for
hurting.
some reason, except for Magmortar.
Yeah, that guy doesn't get anything.
Because Game Freak hates Magmortar.
Yeah, it looks like it could get Energy Ball, but it doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it should get Energy Ball. But yeah, Swampert is a good
see.
mon. It's a great pivot. With Flip Turn, it can set up rocks. It also can deal meaningful damage with Hydro Pump and Earthquake. And it can tank hits, obviously, it's Swampert.
Yeah, it also has Bulk Up. Bulk Up's pretty good.
You have Flip Turn
True.
as well, that's nice. Especially on a not as fast Pokemon like Swampert.
And being able to force that switch with Yawn, as Ricky mentioned, is kind
It
of
gets
nice.
Yawn? I didn't see that.
It
Yeah, it has
gets Yawn.
that is
Knockoff.
actually-
Knockoff's huge for both the Bulk Up and the Pivot Sense.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, true.
It has some very nice setup.
The ability
like
to
support
just
moves.
force switches while
Mhm.
removing items and pivoting to get better positions is just nice for it. And I think it's just our best, most consistent pivot right now, which is an insanely good niche and insanely competitive niche at the moment, since we have so many U-turn users like Mesprit, Ninjas, Galvantula with Volt Switch, Flygon with U-turn 2, and Swampert still stands out as the best one, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good mon, definitely.
The only
I think
thing
it's an
that-
ECS, no?
The only thing that like really hurts it is the quad grass weakness.
Yeah, I think maybe like a really high A. Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like a S tier is
I wouldn't
more
say
fair.
S. It's there's so many like.
It has a
Pokemon that
lot
give
of glaring
grass.
flaws. No
Yeah.
recovery, 4 times weakness to grass. Yeah, and namely just not being super threatening offensively.
I'd definitely say high A, but I would not put it S. There's a decent amount.
Okay,
of time
I can see that.
Yeah.
Who is next? Weezing
Next up-
Galar.
Okay. Oh, my boy, Weezing Galar.
This is probably one of the best mons in the meta right now.
Yeah, absolutely one of the best. It's a good blank physical check. It checks basically everything not named Gallade on the physical side, of course, and can just spread Will-O-Wisp. It can defog too. It can haze if you need something to stop the setup sweepers. So it's a really nice support mon, and it has an amazing typing in Poison Fairy. And
Along with Levitate.
yeah, with Levitate. If you run Levitate, if you run Neutralizing Gas, then it does have weakness to
Neutralizing
ground.
gas can definitely fuck over some mons. Like if you're running
Yeah.
Thunder Compact Eyes on Galvantula, I had that happen to me a little bit ago. That is not fun to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Some mons really need their abilities to work, and just removing
Then-
those.
Yeah, Ditto just loses if it has no ability.
Yeah, for sure. Weezing Galar is the best way to deal with the Ditto, and that's really nice.
Yeah. It has a matchup to basically every physical attacker, good utility like not the Fog, Haze, Will-O-Wisp, and I think it has Taunt.
I think it does. Wait, it has Taunt.
Has Taunt, Aromatherapy, like
It has Memento.
yeah, Memento is another good option. T-Spikes too. Corrosive Cast.
It can explode too. It has a nice move pool offensively too, in terms of both stab and coverage. It has T-Bolt, it has Overheat and Heat Wave, and also
Yes.
Flamethrower. It has Strange Steam, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. It has a lot of different options if it wants just to hit hard. I wouldn't personally do that, but oh
Yeah,
well.
and I don't think anyone should.
Yeah. But you have the option, and having the option is always nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's easily like an S tier mon.
Yeah, for sure. It's an S tier mon. It's also my favorite mon to use.
It's definitely good, especially because this meta is very threatened by the funny bee, and you know,
Yeah.
poison typing fucks that over.
Alright. Next up, we have Shellgon.
Which that
So
it sure can run Eviolite.
is
It,
it
it,
sure
I
one
think
move?
I think it's like a C tier mon.
Elaborate.
It
Yeah,
has
what?
D-Dance and Ironhead. Her Weezing kind of. The Will-O-Wisp is kind of a problem for you when trying to sweep with it. The bulk is really good. Your bulk is pretty nice. 65, 150 with Violet's pretty strong.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that 65, 50 is really strong, but so it can be worn down on special side. But
Yeah,
on the
obviously
physical
it's-
side, it's
yeah.
quite nice. Too.
It's not amazing, obviously. Like after D-Dance, it doesn't have to be Rabombi, which really sucks. But like,
And-
yeah, those two matchups really suck. But it has a pretty decent matchup into a lot of other mons. Wish can also keep itself healthy if it wants to. You can also go for Iron Defense, a more defensive one. I think like it's gonna get outclassed by a lot of stuff. I think it's gonna be like a mid C tier mon.
Yeah, I think it's worse than Grident. It's a 6 tier worse than Grident.
Yeah. But it has potential to
It
maybe
has some potential.
on like a specific teams.
Yeah, specific teams might really like it. It also has Dragon Tail, which is a nice move to have. And you can just use it to cycle out the opponent's mons on hazard stack and have
Which
some
is hard.
fun.
Hazard Stack's pretty hard with only one spiker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like a mid C tier mon.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Right, so next up is Leafeon.
Leafeon.
This is just slightly better than Shellgon.
Yeah. I've seen people try and run Leafeon. I don't think it's good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it has 2 Sunny Day abilities, so it basically doesn't have an ability unless you specifically set up Sunny Day for it.
Yeah, Sunny Day Leafeon is not good. I know, hot take.
It's not a hot take. That Pokemon's not good. It doesn't really have much.
It does a joke.
If you want an offensive, physical grass, yeah, it's very that's very
Lilligant.
specific. Yeah, if
And
again,
two,
Lilligant
you
is
have
just
one
like
literally at besides you on the list.
yeah,
If you want a
Cactron's
physical
even
grass-
better.
Yeah. It's
Cactron
Yeah,
has
because it
Sucker
actually
Punch.
has a second stab.
Yeah, it has Sucker Punch. It has Spikes knockoff, stab knockoff. That's it.
It's,
Yeah.
And it has some utility. Like just Leafeon doesn't do much.
Yeah, Leafeon has just stab and normal moves and knockoff.
Yeah, I don't think it even has like superpower or anything.
I think it learns up some bug moves. But
Yeah,
not
only
much.
X Scissor and Iron Tail.
Oh yeah, yeah. That move pool is absolutely
and those yawn
trash.
Yawns, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have much. It can't make use of Wish or Synthesis. It could try like Leech Seed.
Nah, it
But-
can just quick attack last resort.
Mhm.
Yeah, this Pokemon does not look good. I think it's just maybe around the same level as Shellgon.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
not really much you can
I
do with it.
completely agree. It's a mid C tier.
Right. Yeah, let's have the better Leafeon and Cacturn.
So
Also
this
has
is
Sword
just
Dance.
better Leafeon.
Yeah, it has
Better
Sword
Leafeon,
Dance.
but with yeah. Leafeon does get Sword Dance and Cacturn doesn't get Sword Dance. Leafeon gets Leaf Blade and Cacturn does not get Leaf Blade, but it gets Seed Bomb, which is only slightly weaker, but you compensate that by having an actual second stab in knockoff.
Yeah,
and
you also
and Sucker Punch, which
you can
is
yeah.
nice for
Also, you have a lot of sets. Trailblaze, Swords Dance, Knockoffs, and Headbutt seems pretty decent. It can be it's the only spiker. So like a spiky shield spike set with like Encore and knockoff can be solid. Also has lunge, taunt, T-spikes, synthesis, switcheroo. Its only problem is its typing sucks and its stat spread is horrible. Why does it have 115 special attack?
I have no idea, honestly. It has one of the worst stat spreads in the game.
But it has an amazing matchup in a Swampert. It blocks its flip turn, it resists the Earthquake, and can get a Spike Up. Or just knock off something. It can use an Encore, it can Leech Seed. It's pretty nice in Swampert.
It's a really rough mon to use, even more in a format filled with U-turns and fighting type moves and flying type moves. But if you can get it to work on your game, I feel like it's a really decent mon. Absolutely better than Leafeon, that's for sure. I don't think it's really I think it's just high C. It's not that much better. I don't think it justifies. Yeah, I don't think it justifies a B tier.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it does. I think it's like either a low B or a high C.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's around the area where Cacturn is.
Yeah.
All right, now from the 2 grass, we move to 2 fires and Turtonator.
Turtonator.
Yes.
So
I have kind of enjoyed Turtonator as much as I've used it. It's not amazing. I would not put it in A, but it does do okay enough. But
yeah, I feel like it's a good it's a decent mon with its typing being nice on the tier. Dragon it's quite useful right now, and it has Shell Smash and Rapid Spin, so it can be both a support and a sweeper if it really wants to.
It has Iron Defense Body Press, it has Bulk Up, it has Explosion. It also has good attacks like Draco Meteor, Overheat, Fire Blast. It has Will-O-Wisp as well, and Scorching Sands for any chance to burn. Also a special ground move to hit mons with. Flash Cannon and I think it has a Heavy Slam. It hit Galar and Weezing. The only problem is against Swampert. Swampert really screws you over.
Yeah, it does.
Especially AV Swampert.
I don't think it has really that good grass type moves, if any. So
yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it has any.
So if Swampert comes in, you just kind of can't really do much to it, unless you want to Draco Meteor it, which is kind of
you can Draco it, you can Willow it, you can also Dragon Tail it.
But overall, you don't do that much to Swampert.
No.
Also, I think Samurott checks it well. It's like not an A tier mon, but I think with the right team and the right setup, it can be a really scary mon to face.
Yeah, it's a B tier mon.
Yeah, it's a B tier mon.
Definitely.
It has a lot of potential. You just have to use on the right team.
You find the right strategy, like is it Trick Room, is it Screens, is it Rock Lead? You gotta find a way for something to work with alongside it. Alright, we have Magmortar now, the other fire.
No, that's the best fire, to be honest.
I'm torn between the two.
I love how you don't consider Oricorio. But
yeah, or like these 2 fires like right next to each other, so that's why.
Yeah, I think Magmortar is just the best fire type because it has a more interesting moveset to IMO, and I think it likes more running AV overall.
That's a problem though, because it's Rock's weak, and there are a lot of rockers, especially some that are leads like Mesprit.
Yeah, kinda. But it can just work well as a good special attacker, and Def tank, not a wall, but more like a tank. So I think it's quite nice to have. Again, not an A tier mon, but a nice mon overall.
I would not even say like AV, like even Boots pretty good because you have Teleport and Will-O-Wisp.
True.
Yeah, boots would definitely help with the walking in on the fucking stealth rocks and not
Yeah.
having a fun time.
Rock Tomb can hit Oricorio, another Magmortar. Mach Punch can pick off Pokemon.
Although this one has also the problem that Turtonator had, where if Swampert switches in, it's over.
Yeah, you have
You
to
just-
Will it.
Yeah, you just don't do much to it.
Yeah, I think it's a solid mod. I don't know if it's better than Turtonator. They're pretty close. I think Turner has more potential than Magmortar. Like moveset wise, like the amount of setup moves it has.
Yeah,
So Magmortar
maybe
does have
I can see that.
Magmortar has speed and more power, but Turner has more defenses and
I think Turtonator can actually run over games, while Magmortar is more of an enabler himself. He's not exactly a sweeper to be Emo.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think Magmortar's fine. I'd place it below Turtonator, just right next to him, but
They are right next to each other. I think I would place him slightly above Turtonator.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, those two fire types kind of are around the same tier.
Alright, after those two fire types, we move on to the last grass type in Lilligant. The normal
So
one.
Lilligant is fake.
This is
Do not
probably- it's another Quiver
Grent,
Dance mod.
do not Lilligant. The true Quiver Dance mon is 2 after this one. I don't like Lilligant.
It's not just this one, it's the last mod that's the best one.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
second
yeah,
to
true.
last because we're ending on the
Oh,
funny ghost Oricorio.
Oh, true.
Yeah, Lilligant has probably its move pool. You only really have special moves that are only Alluring Voice, Grass moves, and Pollen Puff.
Which is abysmal coverage, by the way.
Yeah, you have
Don't-
great status moves. You have Healing Wish, you have Encore, and you have Stun Spore and Sleep Powder. Synthesis too. I feel like you don't really use it as a sweeper. I think it's more of the utility grass type. It doesn't have knockoff, which really sucks. But it's mostly just utility. Maybe get off a Healing Wish.
Yeah, I don't think Lilligant is that good. As a
yeah,
Quiver Dancer, it's not blessed by to be honest, by both Oricorios and Ribombee. And as a utility mon, it's outclassed obviously by Mesprit. But also, I think if you want an utility grass type, you just go with Cacturn. Although they have different utility, like...
Yeah, and Lilligant's more for bulkier, has a better typing.
Yeah,
And Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder is pretty important.
true, Sweet Powder is important. But I don't see Lilligant being too good.
Yeah, it's
I think
just it's another mid C tier mon.
yeah, all the grass types are just C.
Yeah, Cacturn's the best one probably though.
Yeah, true. Absolutely the best one.
Oh yeah, I have Sirfetch'd.
Yo, Sirfetch'd is an
I
interesting
have
one.
not
It's a
seen any Sirfetch'd play.
yeah, it has not that many games, and most of them are losses. But that's because
I feel like when
Yeah,
using
I think it's
Sirfetch'd, you see Scrafty and Gallade, and you can think, why would you use this mon over them? Like, the main thing
then
is
you look at first impression.
first impression, Brave Bird, and the main thing is Scrappy. You can easily run choice sets and ignore Oricorio Sensor's ghost typing, even Palossand's ghost typing. You can ignore
Although,
any
like,
of these.
You can ignore Oricorio's sense of ghost type, but the flying type is still there, and and it's still gonna resist you.
Yeah, but
If
you
it-
still you can still hit it. You don't click a move and
Yeah, you
it
do
doesn't
hit
work.
it. You do hit it quite hard. Also, first impression is always a really nice move to pick off like things like Mesprit. That
Scrappy
might
also
be
block.
perfect.
Yes, Scrappy blocks Scrafty's Intimidate if it tries to switch on you for some reason.
True, that's cool.
You have a knockoff and Poison Jab, which are pretty solid coverage, alongside Brave Bird.
It also has the Galar and Weezing problem.
Yeah.
Which is quite a common problem with physical attackers, that Galarian Weezing just shuts them down. But again, that's why Galarian Weezing is an S tier mon.
Yeah, its move pool is pretty shallow. You can try Swords Dance. You can run like
also
a.
run Leaf Blaze just
You
for
can run
snap.
you can run a Choice Band. If you get rid of Weezing, you can run Choice Band Meteor Assault for like a big hit. It's not that good. You can run Feint as a budget priority move that can stop Oricorio's Protect. Stealing if you really want to hit Weezing, like really want to hit Weezing.
I don't recommend that one, to be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna calc how it. I'm calculating how much it does. Screw that.
It's probably like 50% at most.
I'm gonna calc versus max defense.
Yeah, you are realistically running that.
Yeah, but hang on.
With max attack choice band.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Hang on. You do 50 versus max.
As I said, 50 at most.
Versus max to be fair.
Yeah, it's versus max, but realistically we are all running max on Weezing.
I mean, what if it's like a especially defensive Weezing?
Why are you running special defensive Weezing when the best special attacker beats you?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe people want it as a special.
You're feeling silly. I don't know. You just feel it.
Yeah.
True.
Now it does just slightly
For real.
above. It does 66, but even if they're max defense, it still do a lot of
Also, I
damage.
feel like Strange Steam does a lot of damage and you just don't want to.
You're faster. You're faster.
Yeah,
You're faster, and you actually tank a Strange Steam versus no special attack investment, which is all Weezings.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
you actually win if you obviously get the Predict right, or you actually are Swords Dance.
And then the cost is the opponent can see Steel Wing and just switch out.
I mean, they switch into Weezing the first time, and then you stealing on the switch, and then that's 50% of their mod that can't recover.
True. They can just point switch.
And you don't really need much besides close combat, knockoff, and first impression.
Yeah.
You can definitely fit stealing.
You can fit Steel Wing. Although then that means you get kinda. Nah, you don't. Never mind. Yeah, it's a. Yeah, you change my mind. That's an actually
Let's go.
nice one.
Let's go. Stealing Sirfetch'd choice band hype. Or Swords Dance stealing
That's
hype.
actually quite nice. Not gonna lie. I like it.
It'd be
Good
funny,
mon.
So I'm in.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I literally can't fit in the yeah, it's just I think it's like a good high B tier. Definitely lower than the other two fightings, but has a niche.
Yeah, the other two fightings kind of beat it out, but I definitely agree that you can run it with a kind of silly way.
Yeah.
Next is Persian Alola.
Okay. Mega Rayquaza is here.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
So.
That smell looks
Persian
okay.
Alola. Yeah, it's okay.
It's not the best dark type, but I mean.
And dark
it
type
a
is
dark
not
type.
too good to begin with.
It's the best defensive dark type if you want that.
Yeah,
It can also
it can also
it can also
just goes
cheese.
to half the tier.
Yeah, it can also cheese U-turns with rattled weakness policy, get a speed boost and double attack. It's pretty good. You have decent coverage.
Except that you are not fur coat, so you're just dying.
I mean, like, there's a lot of weak U-turns. Like, Mesprit's U-turn is pretty weak. Grafaiai is not too strong for Bombies.
True.
Yeah, there's like a decent amount of weak U-turns. Ninjask, that's stab, but it's still pretty weak.
Okay, it's not that weak. Come on.
Yeah, it's not that weak, but you probably tank it.
True.
Yeah, there's some other U-turns. Definitely the Oricorio's U-turns. Fur coat is still really good. Like heavy duty boots or AV pivot. You have U-turn. You have parting shot.
Yeah.
Knockoff, dunk shot.
I think Persian will work on a nice pivot. I don't think dark typing is a good typing to have. You just lose to Ribombi, you lose to Gallade, you lose to the plethora of U-turners that are in the tier, you lose to Galvantula, you lose to Weezing Galar, and so much more Sirfetch'd with the funny first impression can just deal a lot of damage. Also, the other fighting types like Primeape are nice. It just has a lot of mons that threaten it.
I mean, Choice Band Sirfetch'd first impression only does 66 minimum.
To fur coat, right? To fur coat. Yeah.
Obviously CCKOs, but like Senary's first impression is pretty good. You don't have any recovery, which kind of sucks. But there's a lot of wish.
Run it with wish with Wigglytuff is the big one.
Especially
the
since some of the wish Pokemon are especially defensive.
Yeah.
Are we on Fergraph or Persian?
We are Persian.
We're Persian.
I think Persian overall is like B.
I think a mid-low B.
Yeah, a lowish B.
Yeah, it definitely can do stuff. But now we have to
We are now on Wigglytuff's competition. That's a sentence you don't hear every day. Furry Giraffe.
Furry advantages are pretty clear to see. Better abilities. The typing is worse. Has benefits like Future Sight and Psychic Noise. Access to Trick Room is also nice for certain teams. It also has better stats, just better stats.
Also, it has Armor Tail if you really want to block Sirfetch'd's first impression.
I feel like namely you use Sap Zipper.
Yeah, I feel like the same. Although, what does Sap Zipper block? It's like
Sirfetch'd's Leaf Blade, any move aimed at Swampert.
True. Yeah, true. It's a nice partner for Swampert.
Yeah, it can wish up Swampert, and Swampert tanks the hits. And you tank the hits for it. Frederick also has Nasty Plot. Unlike Wigglytuff, Frederick can go easily offensive with a Calm Mind or Curse Set.
Yeah, Farigiraf also has actually has stats to back up the insane HP, unlike Wigglytuff, but trades that for worse typing. That
you can be really silly and go Recycle to cut you.
True.
Recycle, cut you, cut that barrier or something, like with the Nasty Plot.
Yeah, you just always go first, except for that half the time you are recycling.
Also, unlike a Wigglytuff, the main thing I see is that it beats Weezing. It has the type advantage.
It does beat Weezing.
And Wigglytuff has the disadvantage in the type match as well. Regice, probably gets poisoned or something. You can at least hit it with powerful attacks. Psychic Noise or Future Sight are really good. You also have a usable physic. Your attack and special attack are not too far apart. You can run stuff like Body Slam if you really want to do damage and have a chance for paras. You have Foul Play on like Wigglytuff too. And Nightshade for excessive damage.
Yeah.
I think
it's quite a nice one. We just have typing and the defensive move pool versus Farigiraf much better offenses overall and stats, and actually beating Weezing, obviously that's big. But But yeah, I think for Graph, what are we thinking on it?
I think it's slightly, yeah. What was Wigglytuff?
I think it was 8 tier 2. I think.
I think it's just slightly. I think it's slightly above Wigglytuff, but this is personal.
Yeah,
preference.
same.
The Weezing matchup is just so important, and Future Sight's really good for setting up offensive attacks.
Yeah, I agree. It's so weird to say that Wigglytuff is around the same power level as Farigiraf.
Yeah, true.
So next one is my bro Pinsir.
This one's kind of shit.
I've seen that it's at 100% win rate, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's something. I feel like Pinsir actually has good stats. Its stats are not too bad. 65 HP kind of hurts, but 125 attack and 100 defense and 85 speed is not bad. You outspeed Mesprit and Gallade.
Yeah, that's quite nice, and you can hit them both with good damage because of your staff. I know Gallade is neutral to it.
It has low defense, which is good.
Yeah. Mesprit absolutely doesn't like taking a bug move to the face, and Gallade doesn't like taking any physical stab to the face.
Yeah, Pinsir probably just always runs like a choice scarf set. Again, the problem is
it can run a Swords Dance set too.
Yeah, also it's a Pokemon that makes Rotom fan have Levitate because it has Mold Breaker Earthquake. So the flying type actually saves you.
Why does it make Rotom fan like Levitate if it was Levitate anyways?
No, because like now it actually can use the Levitate. It's now like no, it appreciates the flying typing. Like
it appreciates the flying type, not the Levitate.
Okay, it doesn't appreciate the flying type because you get hit by a Stone Edge and then you die.
True. Pinsir has a decent stab combo.
Yeah, it's usually like you're either running a lead, you're either running lead Stealth Rocks, which is not good. You're running Choice Scarf, which is okay, and you're running Sword Sand, which is also pretty okay.
Yeah, I think it's an okay mon, okay to good. But
yeah, I think it's like a top B.
Yeah, I think the same. It's a top B mon. It can be very threatening if you are not prepared for it.
Yeah, especially since some teams rely on Weezing too much, and it gets knocked off easily. And like Weezing again, it has the Weezing problem.
Yeah.
Because it has no moves to hit it, not even Smart Strike.
Yeah, Pinsir has the Weezing problem, but most things have the Weezing problem. Like the next one.
Yep.
Primeape. Primeape is a very much a fishy mon.
Primeape is pretty decent. Like, it's another Violite mon, but it has actual ability, unlike Shellgon and Defiant, versus two Sticky Webs users and Intimidate Scrafty.
Also, it has Rage Fist, so it can get out of control.
Yeah, it can run. It's usually like a defensive setup, bulk up. It can run choice sets though.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very much a fishy mon, more than most on the tier. Like it needs a good matchup where he can get a lot of hits and heal back a lot, and he absolutely hates seeing Weezing Galar.
Which is like he always sees him.
Yeah.
So
you only have Iron Tail. Hey, you actually could use sort of Primeape's non-existent Iron Tail by hitting Weezing.
Yeah.
True. You can use Iron Tail, but like
it's the joke. I can use Iron Tail without a tail. You know what that means?
Oh no.
Oh
it's
no.
The joke.
Oh no.
Yeah, he borrowed the tail from his son Mankey. No, he has a spare tail from his Halloween costume.
He grabbed the Mankey and uses the Mankey's tail for the Iron Tail.
I'm glad that's the way we are going with this.
Where did you think we were
going
with it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Oh, Primeape also has Pursuit. Primeape has Pursuit, which is pretty solid. U-turn is always good. Taunt, Stealth Rocks. It has Encore, which is also a nice option to help you set up.
Yeah.
It can be a good, it's a decent defensive pivot. It also is a great setup sweeper, choice user. I think it's like a worthy, maybe worthy A.
I think
Maybe
it's a
high
low
V.
A mon. I think it's a low A mon.
Yeah, low A or high V. This is definitely it.
Yeah.
You see that
So-
Lavos posted a tier with Primeape almost at the top of A, which is very silly. Above
True.
Yeah.
Rabombi and Gallade and Mesprit.
Yeah, alright, let's not look at that one. Next up is Tatsugiri.
I love
So-
the funny fish, but it
I
does
love
not
it.
have. It has no move pool. I just looked because I was.
Its
adding it to
special
my
move pool
team.
is so sad. It's just
Yeah,
Surf and
you-
it's
yeah,
just
you have
Surf,
Surf.
Hydro Pump, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a mon that can deal a lot of damage and then die for the first white breeze it takes.
But I
Also,
think
rapid
I,
spin.
yeah, I can see it. I can see a nasty plot. Like not, I don't think any mon resists both water and dragon.
Yeah, and after a rapid spin, you are quite fast.
Yeah, rapid. You can use rapid spin for removal. You have Dragon Dance if you really want to do that. Does it have any physical moves? No. Doesn't even have a physical water move.
nope.
Not even liquidation.
Man,
Nope.
It's
that moveset is so sad.
It's just outrage and
It is a
lunge.
gimmick mod. It is a gimmick mod. It is used specifically for Dodonzo, and that is it.
Yep.
This-
But
It
I
has,
can see it. I can still see it.
I mean, it has lunch.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I think like Choice Scarf and Specs could both work with Memento or Baton Pass.
You just hope they don't predict your move.
It's kind of. I mean, the consequences are really bad. If they go to Wigglytuff on Draco, but you use Hydro Pump, they explode.
True.
Also, you're
But
immune to
if you
water.
go-
You're also immune to water, which is great versus Swampert. It can flip turn freely without giving you a special attack boost, which is really scary on any choice set.
True. I feel like Samurott can kinda deal with it if it's AV.
I mean, again, depends on if it's like it's switching in on specs, and I think it's faster.
Yeah.
It is faster.
Also
That's
Regice.
Regice is a problem, obviously, for a lot of special attackers, but even
Yeah.
then, Regice doesn't have recovery, and switching it on Specs Draco. I
True.
think it's a good Specs choice mon, maybe Scarf, or just like Rapid Spin, maybe.
It can be very threatening until it doesn't one hit KO something and then just get one
And
hit
then
KO'd back.
yeah, and then it explodes.
I think it's a revenge killer or like a wall breaker. That's what it does.
Yeah, it's mostly a wall breaker.
Mm.
Definitely
The
a
problem is
B.
that the walls can one hit KO it back.
Yeah, but definitely B tier.
It gets squashed like a bug. If the
Yeah,
fucking
I
wall
think
falls
I think
over.
it's a lower B.
I agree.
I mean, its special defense isn't bad. 68, 95. Its defense sucks. 68, 60 is awful.
Yeah. It just dies to anything thrown at it with too much force. Well, next mon,
Wait, actually, hang on.
Steel type.
Before that, actually doesn't die to Galarian Weezing Strange Steam.
Oh, that's cool.
Weird.
And you always 2-hit KO with Hydro Pump.
Then okay, then it's middle B.
And oh wait, you always 2-hit KO with Surf. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I think it's good B.
So the steel type, guys.
Alright,
It's
the
a
Steel
steel
type.
type. It
That's
has
steel
a steel
type.
typing.
Yeah, Duck Trio looks really bad.
Yeah, that trio is trash.
It does there's two things, like a lead focus sash with Memento, which like the 3 other mons have Memento, or a choice man set.
It's pretty
like,
fast.
Yeah,
It's
choice man
okay.
set can work.
You get up to 350 speed if you run that, which I run a choice band set on my main team.
Yeah, it has good physical moves like Iron Head, Earthquake, obviously, but you have also Pursuit and Stone Edge, Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
It can definitely work.
You can
Obviously,
run
like
a band set.
yeah, you can do that. Stealth Rock's lead is also a thing. SD seems really bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think it's awful, but I think you just want choice band.
Yeah, if you want to run something, just run choice band and hope
Yeah,
you can do something.
It's fast enough that you don't really have to like think about using like scarf to make it.
Yeah,
actually usable
and you
speed
match
tiers.
up kinda well against the mods that are actually faster, except for Leafeon. Leafeon is a fake mod,
Mhm.
so because like
Mhm.
Ninjask has no defense, so you can just Iron Head it to death,
Or if
and you can
wanna,
Iron Head Rebomb it to death too.
if you wanna rescue, you could just Stone Edge and just fucking Oko that stupid Ninkata.
True.
Yeah, you also probably Oko with Iron Head choice band.
Do you?
Yeah,
Oko
you
Iron
probably
Fist Whisper?
you probably do. That thing has no defenses.
Structure choice item. Where's ninjas? Where's ninjas? Blank set. Oh yeah, you die. Definitely. Not even adamant. He just died.
It's just
Damn.
dead.
And it just only has like dig to hit
Yeah,
it.
it has dig.
Wait,
Like,
actually no. Would it be? Wait. That's a weird interaction.
no, if he digs and is a flying type,
I
you
was
can
gonna-
hit it with Earthquake.
S-
I've
oh,
tried that
that's
before.
weird. That's weird.
So you can do like Sword Stance dig.
Imagine Swords Dance dig ninja.
Wait, no, hang on. Sword Stance, dig Power Herb for acrobatics. Amazing.
True. So, what we thinking on Doug? Maybe C?
Probably a good C.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
Top
good
of
C.
C. Top of C.
It's a good mon, but you really only run it with choice band because everything else is just like it is so lacking.
Yeah. Next up we have
Flygon.
Flygon. This is the one everyone wanted.
The
Everyone
good
wanted
one.
this mon.
Yeah, everyone wanted it, and now we have it, and we are happy.
Yeah, this
Because
one is
it's good.
pretty strong. And then there's Galar and Weezing. Flygon's main issue is again, it's one of the better dragon dancers. Unlike the other two we've seen. I mean, Scrafty's pretty good, but still. But Flygon has a problem with Weezing. He only hits it with Iron Tail.
Yeah, and Iron Tail is not the best move ever because 75% accuracy, I believe, or is it 70? It's something around that.
Yeah.
So
It's
you don't
100
really
attack.
want to
It
use.
only has 100 attack. I think it's slower
Yeah.
than Doug Trio. No, it's the same as Doug Trio.
No, wait, that can't be right.
They're both
The
100.
trio is 100. I thought it was faster. Wait.
No, 100 attack.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of speed for some reason. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
it has the same attack as the trio.
I feel like you can do a lot of stuff it does right now in like Gen 9 or NU. NU with like you can do choice sets like Sirfetch'd with first impression, U-turn this time. Like obviously Edgequake, you have Outrage, good stab. D-Dance
Yeah.
is still good. A more defensive Stealth Rock with Roost, and Defog maybe instead of rocks. And you obviously go special. You have Alluring Voice, Boom Burst, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, Fire Blast. Wait, it gets Alluring Voice? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you don't really need the Alluring Voice.
It's there
Yeah,
as
it's
an
not-
option, but
Yeah,
it has
it's nice
vacuum.
to have options.
Vacuum is probably better.
does it actually have vacuum?
Yeah. Yeah, it has wings. It
Strange.
has wings. In fact, I'll make a vacuum lead. Oh, it has Psychic Noise. That's probably good.
Yeah, that's
For
probably
Weezing.
good into
Yeah,
Weezing.
actually, yeah, Specs Psychic Noise hits Weezing.
I think it's an S tier one easily,
Yeah,
right?
I think this is like the worst S tier, but it's still a good S tier.
I agree.
Yeah, it's basically the sole reason why Weezing is so amazing. Oh, the main reason why, not the sole reason why, but the main reason.
Weezing has a
why
lot of
Weezing-
stuff that makes it really good.
Yeah, but Flygon is definitely a factor.
Alright, now we have Regice. Yeah, he's a guy.
Yeah, baby.
He's a big special wall.
It's
That's mainly it.
A
Yeah,
special wall,
he's
but
good though.
He's a big special wall that has unresisted coverage, and the tier already struggles with ice attacks. It's not like good switch-ins. The main water type is neutral to it.
Yeah, like Flygon.
Yeah,
is also,
and the other ones just
like
don't like taking T-bolts.
Yeah. Regice sadly doesn't have any special setup because I'll be really strong with a Bullbeam coverage.
I said that it doesn't get Calm Mind. I could have sworn it did.
No, the Regice don't get a lot of moves you expect. Like none of them have recover.
Yeah, that I know, but it can get rest still, I guess.
Yeah, Regice struggles with moves. Like it struggles to fit any moves besides Ice Beam with Thunderbolt and Thunder Wave.
To be fair, you don't really need anything besides Bullbeam coverage.
Yeah.
You need boots, and you probably want a Wish Passer.
Yeah.
The last move can be like Rock Tomb, or it can be Explosion, if you really need that.
Explosion is always a cool move.
Toxic can also work.
Flash Cannon to deal with other Regices.
Yeah, Flash Cannon and Focus Blast are probably the ones you run. Maybe
Well,
Body
you
Press.
probably don't deal with other Regices with that.
Probably,
it
no.
realistically deals like 25%.
You probably run Body Press then for other Regice.
Yeah, true.
What's defense to 100? That's fine.
That's good, and I mean, it's super effective. I think this is a really good, like, really strong B or like low. Or no, I think it's a low A, mid A.
I feel like it's a mid-A. But I'm biased because this is the one the one mon I will obsess with for the rest of the month.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Who is next?
So
Ditto.
now Ditto.
This is the most boring mon, but it's really good.
Yeah,
pretty
it
good.
just transforms and it's really good because we have an hyper offense meta.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of HO like Flygon or Oricoreos who beat you anyway, but still Primeape, Prime Mesprit, Scrafty. A lot of these mons set up.
Yeah, and you just switch in on them and get their boost and start blasting with Scarf. So it's an actual really threatening mon if you are not prepared for it again. So you have to be prepared to face your own team, which is cool.
And you kind of already do that because everyone has the same mons.
True. But you have to be prepared especially to face your own team because it is a popular mod. And I feel like D2 is really good. Because it just can shut down any setup sweepers. And it's not just... I don't think it's the best revenge killer just because of Oricorio shutting it down and using it as free setup basically. But...
Yeah, I think it's a good B tier.
Yeah, for sure. I feel I could even argue for low A.
Yeah, I feel like it's just too gimmicky for A.
Maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
Next up is Grafaiai. This is a pretty good mon.
I love Grafaiai. I think I will make a analysis on it after we play the meta a bit, but I definitely love my little gremlin boy.
Yeah, 3 good abilities, pretty good coverage, knockoff. You have U-turn, Encore, Parting Shot, Super Fang, U-turn, Taunt, Switcheroo. You have a lot of really good options.
He will probably
Your stats,
pop off in doubles. He seems like a very good doubles partner.
Yeah, with Doodle.
Yeah.
He won't pop off in doubles because we will have no doubles.
This is true.
Yeah. You have Pranks. You have Prankster Copycat, which can always do something. Prankster Metronome. Again, Prankster just gives you a lot of options.
Metronome.
Yeah, that's again very meta. Don't worry about it.
I personally use Prankster
Ricky?
with Parting Shot and Taunt, and it actually
don't worry about
really
it.
Well.
Yeah, I think I can see a lot of sets. AV Pivot with U-turn and Poison Touch. Prankster utility, Prankster offensive on Burden, offensive with ST, and like Flying Gem acrobatics. Low kick, knockoff, gunk shot. Again, the problem is Weezing if you go offensive, which is always a problem.
With gunk shot, you do neutral to Weezing though.
You're doing
Yeah.
neutral to Weezing, and Weezing doesn't like the defensive sets Hyper Fang, Super Fang, not Hyper
No,
Fang.
yeah. Dude, getting super fanged is not a fun experience for the Weezing.
Yeah, even more because he really needs the health because it doesn't have recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
or
if you get that super fang off-
Grafaiai can bamboozle. Grafaiai can bamboozle it with a nasty plot set.
Yeah.
True.
So like if you run like super fang, you could probably just like half the Galarian Weezing. And
Gra-
then
Grafaiai,
This is a good mon.
bringing it back.
Out of all Pokemon that struggle with Weezing Galar, I feel like he's the one with most options.
Yeah, he and Flygon.
Yeah. Psychic Noise Flygon.
Does
So thing.
I think this is a good B tier. This is a pretty good B tier.
I'd say
Yeah,
A
I
tier.
agree.
I'd say A tier personally. I
I'd
think
say
it's really
like
good.
high B. I think it's like the
Yeah,
best
I'd
of
say
B.
high B. Yeah,
I feel like
probably the best of
I
B.
feel like its stats are the main thing holding back. Its stats of 95, 80 offense are not great, and its speed tier, while good, it doesn't like get to Rabombi, which is a problem.
Yeah.
I
You'll have to get
you've
it
Also,
read
the
you've read
typing is
Rabombi.
nice, but not amazing.
I feel like it's gonna be a great utility mon. This is gonna be a really good utility
Definitely,
mon.
it is definitely, especially
True.
with Prankster, it's very good.
Yeah, Prankster or AV are the sets.
Yeah.
Next up is Trash, and next up we have Palossand.
Wait, let's talk about Pidgeot. I swear it's good.
It sure is a bird Pokemon. It sure.
It's a flying type, and we have Oricorio, and you have the other.
It sure is from Kanto.
It gets every move that Oricorio gets,
a
and worse.
normal flying type that has fuck all. In all honesty,
Right.
it is.
Let me look at what to say about Pidgeot.
It's like the
The-
literal worst one.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's the script. Okay, let's go to Palossand now. It's an F tier mon actually.
Yeah.
It has nothing going for it. Except for Defog, I guess. But if you want a Defogger, just run Weezing Galar. Or if you want a flying type Defogger, just run one of the Oricorios, for fuck's sake.
Palossand though. Palossand looks pretty decent.
Yeah, Palossand is nice.
It doesn't even really struggle against Weezing because it has psychic moves. If it wants to hit it, Stuff Rocks and Shore Up are good. You have Trick for any like choice spec sets. that you can
I would
farm.
not recommend that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's always an option.
Makes sense.
You can use Chilling Water to weaken physical attackers. Try to set up on you that are not being Primeape.
Also, you are a great seeking counter.
No. You get hit by knockoff, which is the main problem. Scorching Sands is probably your main stab just for burns and stuff like Primeape and Sirfetch'd. Sure up.
True.
You have a lot of decent moves. You can use Imprison. If you weren't slow as hell, Imprison Stealth Rocks would be kind of good. You have Skill Swap for anything you want to do.
By the way, I kind of disagree with you. I think Palossand is not a great mon.
I think it's a good one in general, but it's not good here. I think it struggles with the main.
The meta is too aggressive to it. We have a lot of good water types that just use special moves, so they don't care. We have Regice.
What are special? Is it just Swampert using Hydro Pump?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Samurott can also run Hydro Pump if it's.
This is also true. Samurott's special is better than
Caon.
Physical.
You literally said that one was fake.
Peon
Those are the
is
only
like-
water
Yeah,
types.
that's funny.
Oh, and Tatsugiri, but is a wall breaker anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's really is a wall breaker. Also, even the fighting types have a good matchup into it. Like, okay, you can try and burn Primeape, but he's is getting boosts to Rage Fist and hitting you back hard. Sirfetch'd still has Knock, I believe.
It does.
Scrafty is a dark type, so low.
Yeah.
Gallade also has knockoff, and you kinda don't like taking so many super effective hits. Even the grass types that are being used are kinda nice. You have to run psychic coverage for Weezing, which is absolutely not nice. The electric type in the tier can actually be have a good matchup into it because it's Galvantula and it has good grass moves. So like the meta itself is too bad for Palossand to thrive in.
Yeah, I think it's best.
really like
Its best set is probably just physically defensive Cobra Berry. Shore up 3 attacks. Not even Stealth Rocks. But I think it's like a good seat. High seat.
Yeah, I agree. It's sad because Palossand is a mon I really like, but yeah, I don't think he has a great niche on the meta.
Yep. Now we
Now,
have
second to last,
Bombi.
the funny bee that
For
will
Bombi.
most likely terrorize this tier.
I think it's a contender for number 1, right?
Yeah, this is
Definitely.
really good.
It is very good.
Yeah, two sets are like the Sticky Web Lead set or the Quiver Dance set. Both are really good.
And both of them are really terrifying to face. The Quiver Dance set has very limited answers, so you have to run something that can actually stop in its tracks, like defensive Oricorio Flame, or either you're gonna get really you're gonna really have a hard time.
Yeah, the speech is really good. I think you can run like a choice set even, since you have trick, you have
Probably
U-turn, and
can
good
run
stab.
like choice specs because you are so fast and basically nothing outspeeds you.
I
and you
can
can
see
just
a
really
defensive
hard.
set. Its defenses kind of suck, but they could just use like 3 attacks ruse, not like even defensive. Just have the longevity of attacking a lot.
Yeah, Ribombi is a really threatening mon. His stab combo is nice into the tier, and he has just enough coverage where it doesn't really care about the usual checks. I think once you crush like the Oricorios and the Magmortars and things like that, you can just start sweeping.
Yeah, and you
Also-
also just again you also have U-turn. You can just U-turn any threats.
Also doesn't help that for offensive sets you have psychic coverage in psychic and psychic noise, so you can hit Weezing.
You also have Stun Spore. You have Stored Power to also have Weezing on Quiver Dance sets. You have Lunge if you want to like use it as a dedicated lead.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really good mon. It doesn't do super much. It has like 3 sets, maybe some more gimmicky ones.
Yeah,
But those
but
sets
all
are
the
very
sets are
nice.
really good.
Yeah.
Though
I
you
think
can,
it's a
okay, hang on. I
competitive
got a
set.
set. I got the set. Quiver Dance 2 attacks. Powder.
Ooh,
Powder?
you are a fucking evil.
It's
you are
not gonna
evil.
work versus Oricorio, but it's gonna work versus Magmortar without Clear Smog.
True. That's funny. I did
Or
not
try-
even know it got
Yeah,
powder.
versus no steel move Tornado. You also wall that.
It gets powder. Wait, since
Yeah,
when?
it does. Since
I
it was
thought powder was
introduced.
exclusive.
It was Turtonator?
I mean, with powder, if you spam powder, it
Okay.
doesn't. Have,
I thought you were talking about just like in general. I was
No,
like,
it-
I'm
no,
almost certain I
wait.
think it's sniped by a flamethrower.
yeah. Also, Tornado is misspelled on the.
Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to mention it. but-
Yeah, also I mentioned it. Very
Palossand. Hydra 3 misspelled Pokemon here.
There was
Yeah,
more.
we have the
Friend-
misspelled Pokemon.
Friend changed Grafaiai from Wailord.
From
Wall
it
Rain.
was Walrein.
Walrein, yeah.
Well,
the
let's go to
ghost,
the last one now.
the ghost
Last
of
one is
February
Oricorio.
past.
Yeah. Also, Bombi S tier. This is easy.
Yeah, easy.
Oricorio.
Yeah, like that one.
Oricorio. Sensu this time.
Yeah, Sensu. It's not bad. It's pretty decent.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, since
I don't.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Its
And
stats
again,
are, there's a little to be
it's-
desired, but
It's like the same thing we said for the original Oricorio, but has typing that while it doesn't resist for bomb beats, Moonblast, is immune to a lot of close combat, sacred swords, any normal move from for a giraffe or something.
Yeah, I feel like Oricorio S is just the better Oricorio. Stab combo is nicer, and it hits a lot of the tier for super effective damage.
I think the
It
Oricorios
also
are
has a good
slightly overrated because they're both super knockoff annoyed. Getting rid of their
True.
either Oricorio Fire getting rid of its boots and then just taking 50 from rocks, or Sensu being weak to the move.
True.
There are a lot of knockoff.
It's
But-
still a really good mon, to be honest.
I would say this is like just slightly above Oricorio Fire. They're both in like the same tier.
I would say that that Oricorio Sensu is a tier above.
Yeah.
So it's
Both
in
have they only have their only coverage is Alluring Voice,
True.
which I guess is wait, what are the dragons again? Tatsugiri Turkinator
I guess
and
Alluring Voice is decent
Shellgon.
against the dark types that Sensu is weak to.
yeah, actually that's pretty. It's pretty good in Sensu because of dark types like
Yeah.
Scrafty
But like,
and Scrafty.
yeah,
Actually, no, it
Scrafty-
has Hurricane.
Yeah, you can't run
I mean,
a
no,
Alluring
but-
Voice because you need a Hurricane, Revelation Dance, Protect, and Quiver Dance.
Yeah, you have to probably give up on like Protect for Ditto.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do kinda need Protect, otherwise Ditto's gonna sweep.
Yeah. I think this is just like near the same place as the other Oricorio.
I feel like it's a tier above. The other Oricorio was in B, I think this one is low A.
Yeah, this is pretty low A looking one.
So I think that's it.
That's finally it.
That should be all of them, yeah.
Let's go.
So-
We did it.
We did it!
We did it.
And the worst one is still Pidgeot.
Yep.
By a mile.
And we didn't. We obviously expected that.
Pidgeot is on
No,
suicide watch as we speak.
He's
Who's
lucky
the
at-
best one? That's the question.
Who's the best?
I think it's Ribombi, right? It has to be.
Maybe.
Probably Rabombi. What else did we say? Flygon's pretty
Weezing
good.
Galar.
Weezing Galar. I think Weezing Galar is my take.
I like Weezing Galar a lot. I think Ribombi is overall better right now. It's either Ribombi or Weezing Galar. I think Flygon is really good. It's not on the level of those two.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's between those two.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough for me to like really decide on which
Right.
one
Someone
to
just posted a
play.
calc of plus one
Wait,
Rabombi
we
versus
are supposed to play?
True. Also, we forgot to say Rabombi just beats Weezing with psychic moves.
True.
Mhm.
Oh, I talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say yeah. I guess Rabombi is better if there's a lot of stuff to say that it does at least 2-shot.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
I think that should be it then. I think we got everything.
Yeah, we got everything.
Alright.
We
I will stop recording now so Cat can like actually go and do their thing.